guys, it's Kenzie, and I'm popping at you today with a brand new video, a brand new channel. What? So today, oh my goodness. Today, I'm gonna tell you guys a story about, oh my god, this lighting, there we go. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about something. It's something. I would like to say around January, this boy in my language arts class, okay, I'm not going to name names because I'm just not gonna, alrighty, but he fell in love with me, okay? Every day since then, when we go outside, after school, because I have language arts in my 4th hour, okay, so, and then after 7th hour, we go outside, here's the building, and we walk around the sidewalk, and then we're outside and waiting for our parents to pick us up. He'll talk to me and tell me all this dangerous stuff he does. One time he was on top of his neighbor's roof during a thunderstorm and was touching the power lines and stuff. So about 2 months ago, which would have been early March, he comes up to me as I'm leaving school and is just waiting for my grandma, I'm over here doing my thing, and he comes up, he's like, hey. He's like, I couldn't think of a better name for my chicken than Kenzie, so that's what I named it. And I was like, oh my god, you named one of your 13 chickens after me. He told me he had 13 chickens. Then the next day he comes up to me, he's like, I couldn't think of a better name than Kenzie, so that's why I named it. He named a chicken after me. A chicken. Okay? Okay, so I'm like, alright, thanks. That's cool. And then my grandma pulls up and she calls me. She's like, I'm here. So I go get in the car and I'm like, Grandma, he named a chicken after me. She's like, what? I'm like, this boy, the one that I'm telling you about, for the past 2 months, he's in love with me, okay? He named a chicken after me. And she's like, what? Yeah, so we're both freaking out. And of course I told her because she's the first person I see after that's happened. I'm freaking out. Okay, so then when I get home later, and my mom gets home, I tell her about it. And she's like, that's weird, just tell me if anything else happens, okay? And, okay, so the next day I go to school. Alright, so at school we have this, platform, not really, blacktop, that's what it's called. And we go on this blacktop at recess, and we get 20 minutes out there. Okay, so this kid's brother comes up to me, as soon as I get outside, and he's like, the chicken died, and he ran to the bathroom crying, and I'm like, oh my god, the chicken died. First off, I feel bad because he started crying. And then a little bit later, I think about it. It's been on my mind all day. And I think, what if that's a sign? What if I'm gonna die soon? Is this God or whoever telling me that I'm about to die? I am not ready to die. So then I let it go. And I'm like, alright, whatever. Just named a chicken, it died. It's no big deal. Lots of baby chicks die. It's gonna be okay. So then I'm in language arts one day, and she decided, my teacher, that we're going to do lit circles. So we all get a book, and she puts us into different groups. We get a book, and we have to read that book in so many days, and have discussions about it and all that. Okay, so my first group, he's in it, okay, and I'm freaking out. And then one of the kids is like, I already read this book, and so the teacher's like, does anyone want to switch? So I'm like, oh, I want to switch. But I just didn't say that. I was like, because getting out of there, man. And so she's like, well, a bunch of other people raised their hand too. So the teacher's like, okay, go ahead and just pick someone to switch with. So he picks me, and I think he's a God-sent angel. Just an angel. I'm like, okay, thanks, and I pretend to be all casual about it, but I'm like, getting out of here. And then the other day, his group was right next to mine, and the whole time we were supposed to be reading, he's just staring at me, full on, for the whole time, turned around in his seat completely, just staring, okay? And so when the teacher's like, hey, you need to be reading or whatever you're doing, and he turns around for like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. Next thing I know, he's staring at me again. And the bell rings. So we like pack up our stuff and I go to my 5th hour, which is math. Okay, so my math class is like all the way over here, and his next class is like all the way over here. But what does he do? He sets his mind to walk me to each and every one of my classes. Like, he doesn't know my schedule, but he tries to like follow me and talk to me and tell me about all the dangerous stuff he does. It's just, I don't want him to get hurt, but I don't want him to be talking to me. Oh my god, I sound like such a whiny baby in that last clip. But I seriously don't want him to be talking to me. Like, he scares me. And I just, there's nothing else to tell. Like, that's the most recent stuff. All the stuff he tells me, and I don't even remember like all what he's told me. But I know it's all dangerous. Like, one time he jumped off of his fishing boat and almost got a hook stuck in his foot. I was like, oh my god, why are you doing this? Just stop. And then stop talking to me while you're at it. It sounds like a great plan to me. And of course I'm always nice to him, but I just, like, I don't want to lead him on. So lately I've been like ignoring him or like pretending to call my mom or someone. It's just, I'm honestly like so scared about this. A bird just flew right there and it scared me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a big thumbs up, subscribe maybe, be pretty cool. Give me those subs, and maybe leave a comment, tell me like what I should do to like get him off my case, or tell me about your stories that are similar to that. Tell me, I'll read all of them. Goodbye, loves.